Greetings, it's the New York Thrifter here. Finally, I've been getting a lot of messages asking why I've been absent on YouTube, and I've definitely missed you guys. But I just had the best couple of weeks ever. I was taking a class at FIT. That's the Fashion Institute of Technology here in New York City. I had an unbelievable time. It was about running your own vintage business. As you guys know, that's something that I definitely want to get started running on eBay and maybe Etsy, a little vintage shop. And so I wanted more information. I took a class. Let me know in the comments if you want to hear about it. I could definitely do a video on that. But before we do, I did have a little bit of time to go shopping, so I've got a great haul with a couple of really nice pieces. And so I'm going to go through everything that I've purchased in the last little bit. And these were from two Goodwills. And so I'm just going to start with tops, that's shirts and sweaters, and move through all of the items. So first up is this striped hoodie. It's called a striped popover hoodie from J. Crew. Oh, sorry, having problems finding the tag for it. Oh, here we go. J. Crew small popover hoodie. It does have a kangaroo pocket here. Perfect for a cold night on the beach. You're, out on the ocean and it gets a little cold at night, so you pop this on, and this looks like it's going to be going for about $20 on eBay. Next up is this cardigan sweater. Let me show you this. Oh, and for these tops, they were pretty much all half off, which means normally you would pay $5.49, I believe, at Goodwill, and so for being half off, I paid a little under $3. This cardigan is by Garnet Hill, and it is a cotton printed cardigan. Now, I have really good luck with Garnet Hill pieces, mostly the dresses. So when I saw this, I said, hey, I'll grab it. But then when I looked it up, it turns out these only go for about $15 on eBay. If this was wool, I'd be getting a lot more money for it. So I'll just know next time, look for a dress or look for a wool sweater. Now this is a really fun piece. This is a fluffy sweater, and it's got kind of a flower on it, some metallic, and it's La Fée Verte, size medium. Did not pronounce that right at all, but you get the picture. This is an Anthropologie brand, and when I looked this up, a lot of people are talking about how Anthropologie, the price of their pieces are going down for resale, and I have to agree that I have been noticing the same thing. One of the things why the prices would be going down is if there is an overabundance that you can find online. And I found this top a lot online, which means it was a very good seller. But the problem with that is there's so many of them that it really loses its value. So I looked this up, and prices on eBay are going from between $17 and about $32. And if you go on to Poshmark, it's about $20. So it does seem like eBay would be the place to go for this. Okay, with this next piece, it is Gypsy by Mara Hoffman. And for some reason, I thought this brand did really well online. It's just a shirt with a tie here at the empire waist, and it's got a really great pattern on it with really deep blues and greens. But after I got home, I did not look this up at the store, which I probably should have. After I got home, I looked this up, and it looks like they sell for about $10. So I'll definitely get my money back out of it. But for some reason, I just thought I could get more, but I'll just have to remember to look up those comps. Okay. This next piece is a splendid top, and it has stripes, and it's a tunic top. It's pretty long. And it has what you call a cold shoulder. And what that means is there's a cutout here on the shoulder. So this goes on your arm. That's where your arm goes through. So got a shoulder space here, cold shoulder, which right now is doing really well. I took that into account along with the great stripes and the long length. Now the longer length is really important because that means you can wear it really comfortably with leggings or yoga pants. And so looking this up, it looks like between $20 or $30 on eBay. So looking forward to that. Now this next brand, Michael Stars, I thought did really well. Again, I just was not looking at comps the way I should have been. It was kind of a rushed job, if you will, going through these Goodwills. This one is a particularly bright and colorful for Michael Stars, and it also has a sheen to it, a metallicness to it. When I did look this up, it looks like it goes for maybe $19 at the most, but these can get all the way down to about $10. So this is probably not a brand I'm really going to be looking for in the future. Now here's a brand we all know and love, Eileen Fisher. These always do really well. This is 100% wool. I did pay up a little bit for this, half of $9, so I paid $4.50 for this. And it's really important whenever you're getting Eileen Fisher in wool, or really any sweaters or tops in wool, is you stick your hands through and you really want to check really carefully if there's any holes in them, because I find that happens a lot. And so you still can sell a piece that has holes, but it's just it can take longer and you can get much less money for it. But with this Eileen Fisher, it is a long wool black cardigan, and it looks like these sell for about $40 on eBay, so that's going to be a great take home. Now it is moving into this spring, or we're in spring now, soon to be summer, and so it's not necessarily the right season to sell sweaters in, specifically wool sweaters, but I'm going to take a chance on this because, as people say, you know, it's cold somewhere, and so people might still be looking for this. Okay, this next piece is another Anthropologie, and it is a Saturday Sunday sweater. Again, you've got the kangaroo pocket here. You've got a tie at the waist to cinch it in. You've got stripes. So just a very comfortable piece to wear. It looks like I'm probably going to be able to price this at around $30. So that's a pretty good deal. Oh, and this is another Michael Stars. This was, again, before I had a chance to look it up to say that I'm probably not going to be buying this any longer. But I did get this this pink top. Again, it has kind of the metallic sheen in it, and probably be listing it for about $15, but taking a best offer, probably anything more than $10. Now we've got a fancy brand, Lafayette 148. This brand is really great for office wear, which is why I thought it was kind of funny that I found this piece that has kind of a tie here in the front and some buttons in the front, and some really, it's kind of a, not a wild design by any stretch, but for Lafayette 148, a little bit more of a wilder design. Usually they sell a little bit more of the solids, a little more sedate. So I thought this was really cute. I did end up picking this up, and it looks like similar tops will go for about $20 or $30 on eBay. So I'll probably list it for $30 or $29.99, I should say, and I would be open for best offers. Here is a J. Crew piece, and this is one of their t-shirts. They come out with different t-shirts with different prints on them. They are generally going to be, limited time, and so for some of them, you can get really good money for them after they are no longer sold in stores. This one in particular has a pocket. It's got some sailboats and a tropical look to it. I did look up the style number for this J. Crew, and if anybody needs to know how to do that, you just go to the J. Crew tag, and all of them, or any of them in the last couple of years, will have a style number. You type in J. Crew with that style number, and you will be able to Google what each piece is. And so this one in particular is called a Tropical Sailboats is the name of this print. And when I looked this up, I can get hopefully between $15 and $20. And this was $6 half off, so I paid $3 for it. This is a really, really beautiful piece. This is by Corey Lynn Coulter. And if you look at comps or comparisons on eBay, you're going to find some people label this brand Anthropology. This particular piece is not. I don't know if she has other pieces that are. This particular piece is not Anthropology, but it has a beautiful swirl design along with some really amazing embroidery across the top. So here's, and then the embroidered built-in belt that goes around and a tie at the back. It is made out of silk, and again, it is just absolutely beautiful. Size 8. If it was a size or two larger, I'd probably be keeping it for myself. But if I do sell it, it looks like it can garner about $15 to $20 on eBay, with maybe a little bit more, between $25 and $30 on Poshmark. I have been really slacking on my Poshmark. I actually shut down my previous store because I wanted to rebrand it and take new pictures and just start fresh. And so I think this is going to be one of the pieces that I put up in my Posh closet. And when I get that going, I will certainly put that information in the down bar so everyone can check it out. Okay, the next piece that I want to look at is, this is called Yellow Bird, and it is a large sweater. And this is really great because it has a print on the inside with just a plain black sweater. But then when you get to the bottom, this print comes out. It's built in with some buttons, really cute. And then on the back, it actually has an open back to where you can see that print again. So this is just a really cute sweater. It looks like it goes for about $20 on eBay, and I'm really looking forward to selling this because I just think it is adorable. Oh, this next piece is probably the favorite of mine that I picked up, and if you look at that Etro, that is an amazing designer brand. Everybody, I want you to take a look at this and kind of burn that into your brain, because if you find this brand, it does well. Now, the sweaters, not as much as some of their other pieces. This is going to be a striped wool sweater. I put my hands through, no holes. And so that was a really exciting find for me. And when you look this up, when you look up comps, it's between $35 and $40 on eBay, with more on Poshmark. There's some sweaters they're selling for $70. And so obviously that is a really great deal for something that I paid, under $3 for. So I really like that. Because this is a designer brand, they also sell it at the Real, which is a website, a consignment website where you send in your pieces and your designer pieces, and they resell it. And anything under $100 or $120, you make about 55% of. So they will sell a sweater like this for about $90 or $100. And so that means I would make about probably $55 if I sent it to the Real, which is, I'm honestly, I'm considering it. I've been talking about sending in a package for a while now, and I just haven't, because every time I think about sending in a piece like this, I'm like, oh, but if I sold it myself, I could keep all of the profits instead of just 55%. So we'll see where that goes. Okay, I have a Maeve shirt, and this is Anthropology. This is a pretty plain white button-down sleeveless top. I like that it's sleeveless because I feel like that's going to do well in the summer. I also checked it over carefully because it's white to make sure that there's no big stains or anything. And so it looks good, and it looks like a $20 bill on eBay. Here is another Anthropology piece. Oh, deal. I hope I said that right. And this is really great because it has like moths on it, which I love prints with, critter prints that have like animals or insects or anything on it. So this is just a really, there we go. So this is just a really cute sheer pop-over top with a boat neckline. See how wide that neckline is. So it shows, you know, your collarbones, a little bit of your shoulders. And it looks like this is another $20 on eBay. This next one is fancy. It is Helmut Lang. And this is a designer piece. And the P will mean generally either small or extra small in European or French sizes. I don't know. I'm going to have to check that out. But again, as soon as I saw the Helmut Lang, I knew that it was a designer piece worth getting. And this designer is known for kind of some asymmetrical, weird cuts. And so this piece, it's your arm goes through here and here, but then it hangs down oddly on the corner. I don't know. I probably wouldn't wear it, but it is very asymmetrical, and it looks like there's a possibility about getting about $40 for this. And again, something that I paid under $3 for. That's a really great return. Here is another very spring summer piece. This is Sam and Lavy, I guess. Extra small top with lots of floral print there in a very pretty purple and yellow. It is sleeveless and a button down with a high-low hemline. So it's high in the front, low in the back, which tends to be pretty popular. And it looks like I can get about $20 for this on eBay, but closer to $30 on Poshmark. And so it might be Poshmark bound. Okay, Ella Moss. I need an Ella Moss intervention is what it is, because every time I see the brand Ella Moss, I want to get it, and the pieces are gorgeous, but the resale value just isn't there, but I always end up picking it up. This one is a little black number, and it has some white embroidery that goes across the front. It is a size medium. And on eBay, it looks like these only go for about $10 or $15. On Posh, you can probably get about $20 for it, so it'll probably go over there. One of my local consignment stores does take Ella Moss for consigning, and I get 50% of anything that is sold, any of my pieces that are sold at that consignment store. So I might also think about taking it there. Honestly, consignment hasn't been great for me lately. I've got a couple pieces, but they just aren't moving, so I might not be doing that anymore. Here is another Anthropologie brand. This is HD in Paris, and I find for me personally, this is probably one of the brands that sells the best for me on from Anthropologie. So if you want to take a look at that, this is definitely one I would recommend checking out. And this is just a black and white summer top with a little bit of a ruffled sleeve. Having ruffle in your keywords or your title is very popular right now. So just a popular style, whether the ruffles are on the sleeve or the bottom or the front. It's just, you know, one of those things that is pretty in style right now. So that's great. And it looks like this can be about $25 or $30. And like I said, a pretty quick sale for this brand. So I'm looking forward to posting that. I couldn't say no to this. It's Marc by Marc Jacobs. Marc by Marc Jacobs is his diffusion brand. And so if this was just Marc Jacobs, then obviously it would be worth more money. But when I saw it, I really liked it because it actually has his, you know, kind of signature. It says, you know, love Marc and amour Marc. And so I thought that was pretty cute if anybody wants to wear their brands on their shirts. And so it is just a long sleeve tee, like I said, with his brand all over the front and all over the back. And I'll probably be going to eBay with this. I thought it might do well on Poshmark, but after looking it up, there's other ones that sell on Posh for only about $10. So if I go on to eBay, it looks like it's closer to maybe $15. So I think I'll be doing that. Here is a J. Crew piece, and this one is an embroidered striped top. So you can see the embroidery that goes all the way down the front. You've got the stripes and the long sleeves. When I looked this up, they are going for about $20, and J. Crew does well for me. It's one of those brands that I like to wear, and I think a lot of other people, realize just the quality that goes into it. So that was really nice. Here is a piece. I've never found this brand before. I was really excited. It's called Holding Horses, and this is another Anthropologie brand. This is one of their most popular brands. I have here a button-down kind of Western style shirt, but it is extra long, and it's got some see-through lace on both the arms as well as the back. And it is in just a really light, beautiful pink color. So for this Holding Horse kind of tunic button down, if you will, it looks like these can go for, on eBay, for, $50 plus. It's just a very, very popular brand. A lot of people love it. And if I was going to go to Poshmark, it would be much less money, probably around 25 or 30, which just shows you do want to check all the different outlets that you sell on to make sure you're finding the right one for the right piece. Okay, we're getting down to the end of our tops here, guys. But before we do, I'm going to show you Robert Rodriguez. He is a popular fashion designer. This is a silk floral top with a tie around the waist here. I thought he did better than he does. Again, I should have checked comps. I saw the designer label on it. I decided to grab it. But alas, this only goes for about $15 to $20 on Poshmark. But hey, I'll take it. Again, I paid under $3 for it, so still a pretty good turnaround. Okay, this next piece is another designer, Diane von Furstenberg, and this is just a silk summer top with a short cap sleeves and a little bit of a cowl right here in the front at the neckline. Now, really, fun print here with the flowers, perfect for spring, summer. And it looks like this can go for about $20 or $25 on eBay and around $30 on Poshmark. And the last top that I have is actually a sweater, and it is an open cardigan with a green and blue buffalo plaid check. It is by Crown and Ivy, and it's one size, which means you can be small up to large or extra large and still be able to fit into this open cardigan. And so this looks to be doing pretty well online. There was one that sold quite recently for about $38 on eBay. And so the shirts and the sweaters at my Goodwill cost the same. So again, under $3. If I could get a $38 return, that would be great. Oh, wait a second. I have a whole nother stack of shirts. Look at that. I told you I was done. I am not done. I have more to go. So let's just jump right in to get these shirts out of the way. This is a Phillip Lim 3.1 Phillip Lim sweater. These go between $25 to $40 online. One thing I did notice is it has these kind of balls of fluff on it, as you can see, because it is wool. And so what I'm going to do is, before I put this up to sell, I am going to run my sweater shaver lightly over this to try to get some of those balls off, and just make it look a little more presentable. But this is just a gray wool sweater with a little bit of design here at the bottom by Phillip Lim. Another cardigan. This one is by Lily Pulitzer, and it is an extra large bright yellow cardi with a little bit of a kind of a lace design on it. I paid up a little bit for this. I paid $4.50. It does have the lily palm tree on it, which is really nice. And these go between $20 and $30 on eBay. This is gorgeous. You're going to love this. It is a joie sweater, and it is gray with plenty of metallic in it. Metallic threads in it. There you go, metallic threads. Joie is a very, very popular brand, and it looks like this is going to be about $30 plus. So I'll probably put it at about maybe 36 and take a best offer. Again, it's not quite the season for sweaters, but somebody might be looking for just that thing, or else I can just, wait it out. There's no reason why I can't take a little bit longer to sell a piece if I can get more money out of it. Here is another splendid piece, and this time it is a long tunic sweater with alternating stripes of metallic gray and some blue, and it is a really nice piece. I never used to get the Splendid brand until a few videos ago. I was doing some shopping at the store, and I said, oh, I'm going to leave this behind. And one of the commenters was like, oh no, pick up Splendid, it does well. So sure enough, I picked up a piece or two, and they sold right away. They sold within 3 or 4 days. And so that's why I'm going to be looking closer into the brand. It's a pretty easy $20 sale. So hopefully I'll be getting that from that piece. Another Anthropologie piece. Odile, we saw this one before, and this is a polka dot bustier, so that means it has some boning and in it to help it stay up without sleeves or straps. Now, I really liked this. I liked the polka dots. I liked the style. It's got kind of a fun neckline there that's a little bit unusual with the cutout. So I thought with that being Anthropologie, I would do pretty well. Only to find out this was originally sold with a sash. I didn't notice it had the belt loops that don't have a belt in it. So I did pick this up for $4.50. It was $9 half off. And if it had the loops, it would probably go for about $20 or $25. Or had the belt, it would probably go for about $20 or $25. But because it doesn't, I'll probably end up putting it up for auction. Starting it at, maybe like $3.99 or $4.99. Disclosing that it doesn't have the belt, and putting shipping on it, and just see who wants it. Here is a J. Crew pop over flannel that I got. Here's the J. Crew, and when the dots are underneath it, that means it was made for either their outlet or their factory store. So this was probably never sold at one of their regular J. Crews, but that's okay because this is all mine. I love wearing plaid, and so I'm just going to be putting that in my closet. Now this brand you have seen before on my channel. This is a Johnny Was Los Angeles. Johnny Was is a brand known for really, really meticulous embroidery. And as you can see, it is just so well done. It's a thick embroidery that a lot of time is taken, and it looks just absolutely beautiful. The entire back has this great love life and just this great piece. Now if you look at it, there are some threads that are coming out just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I've got a little tiny pair of scissors, and I'm going to go through and I'm just going to snip ever so carefully all of those little threads off. And when I get this cleaned up and looking the way I want it to, pieces like this can go upwards of $50 or $60 online. And so really looking forward to selling that. Here's another Eileen Fisher piece. I'll show you that one more time. And this time we've got a red, almost almost orange sweater, and it's a pretty plain sweater. It's just got, you know, the long sleeves. I paid $4.50 for it, and the turnaround online is probably going to be about $35. Here I have a Brooks Brothers cashmere piece. It is in a rust red color, and it's kind of muted. I paid $4.50. That's $9 half off. And the reason I got this is because it was cashmere. Cashmere is one of those fabrics that does really well. You marry that with the Brooks Brothers name, which is very trusted, and this little turtleneck piece is probably going to go for around $25 or $30 online, on eBay that is. And speaking of cashmere, I have one more piece, and I promise this is the last top I will be showing you. That is 100% cashmere. And here, MAG, that is the diffusion brand for Magashoni. Magashoni is a very expensive brand. The diffusion line doesn't do as well. This is probably about a $30 cashmere top, but hey, who's complaining over $30, right? When you pay under $3 for these. And this does again have the boat neck neckline, and it again, it's just a very open neckline that shows your collarbones, and just a really beautiful orange piece. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but in real life it is just a very, very vibrant orange. So I will be selling that on eBay. After all those tops, I want to be moving now into a couple of suits. So here is a blazer that I picked up from Lafayette 148, and earlier I was telling you it's very much office wear, and here's a great example of that. You've got this beautiful blazer with leather trimmings on it, a one-button closure here, and it is made out of wool. I paid half of this. I paid $5 for it, and it looks like I can get probably a little over $30, maybe even $40 for this. So just a really nice piece there. This next piece is a Cartanier, and this is an Anthropology brand, and this is an open white blazer. So again, perfect for work, especially if you're a little bit maybe younger and you have to dress up for a professional office, because it's got some of these you know, little details like kind of the ruching at the this 3/4 sleeves and things. It really would be perfect for somebody a little bit younger or young at heart. And this was a red tag, so this was $5. So a little bit of Cartanier there for you. Oh, and online this looks about to be $30 when I resell that. Another Lafayette 148, and there's a red tag here, so I paid $5 for it. And this jacket's a little bit different. It's not so much an office jacket as much as it is, you know, maybe if you were going out on the town. It is this beautiful, really thick, really nice silk with the lace ruffle all down the front. Really, really beautiful piece, and it looks like I can hopefully get around $50 for this. It's a size 12, great size for Lafayette 148. So there is that black jacket. This next piece is a suit, and it is a two-piece suit that comes with a belt. So I'll just put the belt aside, and this is a Rachel Zoe piece, and so it comes with this dress that has these this little insert here that's like a polyester, but it's got different seaming in it that's really nice. And it also comes, here's the Rachel Zoe again, it comes with this jacket that has these hook and eye closures here, and it has the same detailing right there. And I paid $7 for this. It was half off that price. And I'm probably going to list this piece. It does, like I said, come with a jacket, a dress, and a belt. If I wanted to make a fast sale, I'd probably put this at about $50. what I think I'm going to do is, in the past, previous pieces that looked like this we have, garnered up to about $80 or $90. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to price it up high, and I'll put best offer and see what happens. Maybe there's somebody in a size 6 that is particularly looking for this style, and I'll get lucky, or I might be sitting on it for a while and eventually lower the price. We're just going to have to see with this piece. Now, I do have 2 more pieces in this category, and these are going to be both vintage. So let me show you. I've got a Burberry plaid vest that I paid $4.50 for. I love the name Burberry. It does really, really well online. It's got some great little details, edged buttons there. And it looks like pieces like this on eBay are going for about $50. So that makes me very happy. And for my other piece that is vintage, I have an Escada jacket. So let me close this here. And it is just a black piece, but it's got like a little detail here, which is really nice. I think this is silk actually that runs down the side. And this is just, it's cut beautifully. It is just made for a woman to wear it and feel just absolutely beautiful. And so for this Escada piece, prices really are all over the place. If you look up comps on eBay, you can get anything from, you can buy one from between $20 to $120. So really what you have to do in this situation is you have to assess what the shape is. The shape is the condition. Is it, in perfect, excellent condition? Is it missing a button? Are there any snags? And you really have to go from there. If it is in as good a condition as I think it is, because I did do a once over on it, I think I am going to end up pricing this high. I might put it up for maybe, $99.99, $100, and see what happens. That's not at the very top of the price. Like I said, people are selling these for about $120, but it's near the top of the price. When I put best offer on my pieces, usually I can find that I can, get somewhere at least hopefully close to that. Leaves me some wiggle room. So there is my Escada piece. Okay, for the next category, I have some pants. These first ones are Babaton pants, and these are pull-on pants. They don't have any closures, but they do have a little bit of elastic here at the end. Now, Babaton is a brand featured at Aritzia, which is a very popular store that's going up in a lot of different malls. And for these are kind of maybe like joggers. They've got some more of that elastic here at the ends. And it looks like these are going for about $20 online, which is really great. I think I actually paid full price for these. I think I paid about $5.50 for these Babaton pants, but I really liked them, and I thought they were, I want to try some of Aritzia's brands. Ooh, this is a really great piece. These are APC, which is a brand from Paris, a designer brand. You definitely want to know APC. And these are just some regular khaki pants. There's nothing too special about them. They're in really good shape with no fading or fraying here at the ends. And because of that brand name, even though they're khakis, it looks like I can get probably around $45 online for them. Now, with this brand, you can send these into the Real. If you do, they sell for around maybe $75. And so it's kind of a wash whether I sell them or the Real sells them. I'm making probably about the same amount of money. These are some Anthropologie pants, Pilcrow and the letterpress. They're 30s, the hyphen fit, but what makes these especially interesting is they are corduroy with a plaid design on them. Definitely something maybe a little more winter or even, you know, holiday with these, but they are really cute. Poshmark is selling, or they're selling on Poshmark for probably around $20. So I will send them over there, which is a little more than what I could get on eBay. These were half off, so I probably got these for under $3. Here is another joie piece. Let me show you. Joie, this time some black cords. Again, in really good shape, and they've got the pocket here, and it says joie on them. I looked these up, and pants like these can go from anywhere from about $20 to $30, and so I'll probably price them high with a best offer. Two more pants. Both of these are going to be from Anthropologie, and I think I finally know how to pronounce this. Okay, people have been helping me in my comments. Elevenses. Yes, I'm going to go with that. So these are wool Brighton plaid pants from Anthropologie, and they are short, or they're capris, I should say. And they've got these great buttons that go right down the side. I really like that. I paid under $3, and it looks like on Posh, between $30 and $40. This brand tends to do really, really well over there. And these were great because they still have the tag attached. I did pay half of that, so $4.50. New with tags. Another Pilcrow piece and hyphen cut, and I'll show you these. And again, these are cut off, or you know, capri, or however you want to say that, pants. And this is you know, kind of the factory raw edge. And looking these up, probably around $40 on Poshmark. So I will be taking them over to that platform. Okay, so let's get some dresses looked at. These first couple are going to be all Athleta dresses. Now, I love Athleta. It is a sportswear brand that sells really, really, really well for me. So I'm thrilled. I was going through the dress rack, and I just pulled one Athleta after the other, after the other, after the other, until I ended up with 5 pieces. Okay. Now, one thing that I really like about Athleta is you can find, oh, first let me show you what the tag looks like. There we go. Now, you can find with Athleta the name of the piece by looking at the style number on the inside tag. Maybe it's here. Let me see. And it was right here all along. Here we go. Right here it has that style number. So again, you type in Athleta with that style number, you can find the name of the piece. And so this one is called the inverse drape dress, I think. And this one is the printed nectar dress. And I've got another one that is a Vyasa dress, maybe this one. Anyway, I've got it all written down. So these dresses, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be putting them up on eBay for $29.99 each, and no best offer. I do charge shipping. Anything under a pound, I charge $2.99. Anything over a pound, I usually charge $3.99. These are all going to probably go under that pound, so it's going to be $29.99 each with $2.99 shipping. And I originally paid, they were all red tag. I think somebody came in and just donated all of their pieces. And so I originally paid for each one of these $4.50. And so I think that I'm going to make a really, really good deal. I was just so happy. Like I said, I pulled one after the other after the other. So that makes me very happy to find. This next one is another Brooks Brothers piece. Let me show you here. And this is a black sheath dress in wool. Really, really great quality. Perfect for work. You throw a blazer or a cardigan over this and you would look amazing. I paid half of this, so I paid about $8. And looking it up online, these go for about $35. Again, it looks like it was almost never worn. It looks almost new. I did check for any holes. There's no holes, there's no pilling, nothing. Just a beautiful, beautiful piece. Here is a really fancy piece. This is a Carmen Mark Valvo. Now, this is not a diffusion brand. This designer does have a diffusion brand called Carmen Mark Valvo. Those are not worth as much. In fact, I find that a lot of those don't even sell for around 15 or $10 or $15. But this is not a diffusion brand. This is his line. And this is an absolutely stunning formal red dress. And as you can see, it is T-length. T-length means it goes below the knee to about mid-calf. It has kind of the interior corset style, obviously strapless. It's got some great details here at the top with kind of an inlaid floral design. This is just, it's lovely. And it's got some netting here on the bottom to really make the skirt have a lot of volume to it. So looking this up online, it seems like if I wanted to make a quick sale with this, probably mark it at about $40, $45. And I shouldn't have any problem moving it for that. I paid half of 16, so I paid $8 for it. And this would just look absolutely stunning at so many different events. If you were going to maybe a black tie wedding, I could just see a woman just looking outstanding in this. So yeah, so I will probably price it a little bit lower with no best offer, and just to move it rather quickly. I have a couple of formal dresses, and sometimes you can have a problem moving them and selling them because not all women need formal pieces. And if they do have a formal place to go to, they might already have something in their closet they want to wear. So there you go. So next up, we go from the super fancy to the super chill. This is a Tallulah, which again is an Aritzia brand. And this is just a deep turquoise short skirt with different ruffles here at the neckline, which again is great. I love having ruffles that I would be able to say in my keywords. And this is going for like really all over the place. If you're on eBay, you can look at anything from $8 to $25. Now, if you go on to Poshmark, Aritzia seems to do a little bit better because I think it is just a little bit of a younger brand. And so we're looking at probably closer to 25 or 30. So I probably will be taking it over there if I can get motivated enough to list. And I paid $4.50 for this. Here is another really great brand. I actually have a lot of these dresses I haven't listed yet. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Parker is the brand, and Parker is known for really beautiful silk dresses. They're very summertime. They're very light and airy. This one happens to be short. That'd be a little bit above your knee. It's got a maybe snake print on it in green and beige. And this Parker dress, again, really, really big difference in how much money you can get. These go anywhere from, $10 to $40 on eBay, with a little bit higher numbers on Poshmark. And so it looks like this might be making an appearance on my Posh store. This next one is a 1 September, and this is an Anthropologie brand. It is a striped dress, very informal. This is something you can just, pull on over your head and run out the door. It's made out of cotton, really, really comfortable, falls to about the knee. And this would probably be going for about $30 or $35 on eBay. So that's where I'm going to send it. Again, perfect for the summer. Just slip it on. Now this is another Anthropologie. Anthropologie was apparently big the last couple of weeks for me. This is another Maeve dress. This is their other, you saw one of my shirts earlier that had the larger Maeve tag on it. This, I believe, is a little bit older of a tag, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a just beautiful white or kind of beige dress, and it's got a lot of texture in the fabric, a little bit of lace on it. It buttons down the front and the bodice, and it's got some pleating here in the skirt. So when I looked this up, it looks like dresses are going for about between 30 and 50 on eBay. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm probably going to mark it up to maybe around $46 or $47.99 and take a best offer. I did pay $4.50 for it, so it was on a really good deal. So we'll see what somebody offers me for it. Once more with the Anthropologie line. This time it's Faye. And I personally think this is one of the Anthro brands, at least for me, that's losing a little bit of its value. I have had some shirts that I've been selling from this brand. They've been silk shirts, sheer silk shirts, which have done okay, maybe around $15. Nothing to, write home about. So when I saw this, it was only $4.50. So I immediately was like, yeah, I'll think about it. And I did a little bit of research, and I found out that this dress, which is made out of corduroy, it's called a refined cord button down. And it actually does really, really well as opposed to some of the other styles. I think this was one of the dresses where people purchased it, they really liked it, they wore theirs out and they wanted another one, so they're going online to find this particular style. Because I found that other Faye dresses, while they're going for about $20, this particular style is going for around $40. And so again, style is gonna matter. You want to look it up to make sure that you're getting the most bang for your buck. So this next piece, I didn't recognize the name. It is Elena Catan, but it was just really cute. It was only $4.50, and when I was looking at it, I was thinking, wow, that's just a really easy dress, kind of a fun flirty pattern. It's got like this this cutout here, which is just really, really cute at the bust line. So I took a chance and looked it up, and it turns out these pieces are going for about $30 to $40 on eBay. So I said, yep, put that in the cart, and I'm going to pop this on my mannequin to really give it a little bit of shape, because it is a shift dress with no real waistline in it. And so I will be using a mannequin to show it off in its best light. And the last dress that I have to show is a Lil dress. And I didn't buy it for the brand. I bought it because it says love on it. And I just thought that was so cute. Look at it. It just says love literally all over this dress. And I bought it for $4.50. It's got a fuller skirt, or a fuller bottom half, fuller skirt. And I just thought it was really cute. And so I'm going to probably end up taking this to Posh for about $20 or $25. And I don't know, just making somebody's day, somebody that wants to spread a little love, if you will. Okay, so for my last category, I want to go through skirts. I only have a few of them, but what I do have, I really, really enjoy. So the first one, we're going to start out with Robert Rodriguez. And you've already heard me talk about how his line doesn't make as much as I would hope for. This is just a plain black pencil skirt with an interesting detail here at the waist. It looks like these probably go for around $20, which is fine. I paid under $3 for it, so I will take that. I'm probably not going to be doing any more Robert Rodriguez though. So just so you know. This next one, under $3, is a Hannah Anderson skirt. And Hannah Anderson is known for their children's line, but they also sell women's apparel. This one is a medium women's skirt. It is a little above the knee line. It has metallic in it, and it is new with tags, originally $72. Now, I know that this is a little bit older piece, and the reason for that is Hannah Anderson changed their tags for their women's wear, and they now call it Love Hannah. I am going to end up selling this piece, however. I don't think I'm going to have any problem getting $30 or $35 for it. So a really great pickup. Here's a J. Crew piece. Again, new with tags. I paid $6 for this because it was new with tags and it's wool, which does really well in J. Crew. I thought, oh, I can't go wrong with that. I looked up the style number and it turns out this is called an asymmetrical zip pencil skirt. And I thought that I had such a good deal with this until I got it home and started looking at it and noticed, dun dun dun, hole. So I've got a new with tags that is damaged, unfortunately. So what I do with my damaged items is I usually send them to auction. I make it very clear whatever the damage is. I start them low because I got this for $6. I will probably start it out at $6 plus shipping and just try to make my money back on this one. Okay, I have one more Lafayette 148. This time it's just a plain brown skirt, pencil skirt in a great size, 14. And I think I'm going to be able to sell this for around $20 or $25. Got it for under $3. And for the last one, I saved a really great one for the last one. I got a Jonathan Simkai. And apparently Jonathan Simkai is a big deal. I did not know this. I saw this sitting on the rack, and the reason I grabbed it is because it is what they call a bandage style skirt or a bodycon skirt, where it is very tight and it molds to the wearer very, very well. I think I paid full price for this. I believe I paid a little under $6 for it. When I looked it up, the price was so great. People are selling similar skirts like this for $45 or $50, even more on Poshmark. And so I'll probably take it to Posh, give it a chance to sell over there, and see who wants to wear this designer brand. You go, Jonathan. So I'll just pop that right here while I'm saying goodbye. This was the New York Thrifter on my first haul for a while. Thank you so much for following me and watching my new video. I will be back very shortly. I promise you won't have to wait so long for another video. And in the meantime, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'm at New York Thrifter on Instagram. And I love hearing from everyone. And I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.